Welcome to Scorhill. I'm delighted to share with you the joy of the journey. The cold here is exquisite in this early morning. The mist is beginning to descend, supplanting a glorious pink and dawn, which we arrived early to capture. The mood has changed, and now some of nature's steelier tones are supplanting this early light. The moor is magnificent, snow-carpeted, subtly enveloped in its own timeless fashion by a descending mist. I'm thoroughly enjoying exploring this beautiful part of Dartmoor, and by the stream, the Clapper Bridge enchants and absorbs me with its beautiful the water. The stark contrast between light and shade is profound. It engages all my senses and fills me with a quiet joy. I love bridges and their capacity to link the landscape symbolically and by their physical approximation. They are wonderful. I feel that through crossing the bridge and coming to the other side and seeing a new perspective, we open ourselves to new possibilities, to new vistas. The bridge itself is exquisite, with a gentle arcing quality and its beautiful varied supporting stones. I'm transformed by the gentle flow of the stream. Its quite hypnotic, and its quiet burbling soothes the soul and gives me a sense of tranquil. Now I'm moving on and exploring the next bridge, which is in its own way no less beautiful, and its views also I wish to capture something of its essence before heading on our way up to the stone circle. The quality of the stone, the energy is magnificent. It really does give you a sense of timelessness that has an ancient, resonant quality. You can almost hear the stone ringing through the centuries as the energy bubbles up from deep within and sets it like a ringing bell, really. It's quite exquisite, and in the stillness it deepens and richens, and you feel very blessed to be here. It gives you a real sense of the sacred, and it gives you a sense of our timeless past, our ancestors who'd have lived and hunted in these hills at a time when actually the climate was milder, and you just wonder at the changes. Always changing, timeless but ever changing. That's what really does always bring within me the sense of reverence for nature, for the sense of being part of everything. It really is so strong when you're just quietly working. And down below I can hear the stream running, bubbling. And it's just so peaceful. There's such a joy in just being here and capturing something of the energy of the place, something of the joy of the place. I love to move around, getting different aspects of it and encapsulating it all together, bringing it into one painting. But seeing in the round is so important, because ultimately that's where we get our joy. The more we have harmony, the more we encompass the totality of things, the greater the sense of satisfaction, the greater the sense of connectedness, the greater the sense of actually being at one with nature, which is ultimately what we're here to do. We're here to co-create, we're here to have a joy, we're here to respect and share, and that is the essence for me of why we're on this planet. It is to give beauty, it's to share beauty, it's to see beauty, and it's to be beautiful. And when you're on the moors in the morning like this, and the exquisite quality of the light kind of wraps you, and you feel encapsulated by it, then you just know that all is well with the world, beyond the superficial illusions that we allow ourselves to, by conditioned patterning, to accept. But when we let go of all those things, when we look with the eyes of a child, then we really get a sense of all of it. And that for me is the joy, is in the allness. You know, I think Alexandre Dumas, when he talked about one for all and all for one in the Three Musketeers, I think that's what we are. We're all musketeers through life. We all face the challenges and the difficulties, but with love and support, friendship, creativity, nature, we can get through and do better than just get through. We can live our life with a sense of joy and celebrate our lives with a feeling of gratitude, and that is just so satisfying, and it just lifts the heart when you really make that connection, that sense of oneness. It really is all there is. It really is the most perfect stone circle, not majestic or grand in any way, but within its circumference is a beautiful power which literally transforms the cells, empowers, strengthens. Every time I come here, I get such joy, such uplift from it. It is truly inspirational. And it's just within the confines of the stones. When you dowse, you find that the energy stays purely in the circle. So it's not a ley line, it doesn't run from one part of the surface of the earth to another. It just rises up majestically, bubbles up inspirationally, and soothes the soul and inspires the heart. But it is a beautiful, beautiful place, and one of my most favourite spots, really, just to simply be at one with all. Hi there. Thanks for coming back, and what a contrast to being out in Scorhill in the snow and the wind and the ice and the beautiful fire here. It's so warm. It's a bit like life, really. I mean, you have this contrast between the warm and the cool, and in painting too, it is about that frisson that you get between the warm and the cool, the balance, the hues of colour, the texture of life, really. And you want it to be imbued into the canvas. You want that energy to be breathed and lived and felt. And today, when you were with us as we went through the landscape at Scorhill, there was a real sense of that steely edge of nature, of the coolness, but within that, the grandeur, the beauty, the ephemerality. The light was exquisite, I'm sure you'll agree there. And to share it with you, and now to be back in the warmth of the studio, it's just fantastic. You know, it's a great joy to share. And when especially with empathic others like yourself. And I really feel that for me that's the joy of the journey, is in that sharing, is in the celebration of life, the celebration of nature. And the circle itself is so sacred, it's so beautiful. It deserves to be better known. It deserves to be shared widely and appreciated for the magic that lies within its nodal energy circle. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a magic to the energy, and it's so empowering. And it's great to say, come sometime, walk the landscape, feel it, and be empowered as I have been empowered. And that's what I'm here to say, really. And I just feel as though when we share the journey, when we share our inspirations, when we share the joys and sorrows, it makes life much more manageable, bearable, but ultimately enjoyable, because we are all one. And we have this sense that life has meaning when you celebrate it with friends, and it is the joy to be with friends. And I feel that a lot of you are friends. You know, we've gone back quite some time now, and that makes it special, and there's an empathy there which I feel and enjoy. The painting itself, though, the light and shade, the warm and cools of it, is very meaningful to me. But the most empowering and interesting part is actually the stones themselves. They're impregnated with a quality which I can only describe as electric, really. They really are figures kind of frozen in time. And there's such a haunting quality, a sense of the stones being alive, moving through the landscape over eons of time. And I think I love the sense of temporal time, but within that there's an energy, a spirit, a vibrancy, a vibration, which is timeless and spaceless ultimately. And all life is vibration. And the great thing is to feel that vibration and to articulate it in a way which makes it tangible for others to feel and share too. And that deepens the journey, deepens the joy. Now, I intend to have a series of walks through nature and have paintings which represent aspects of the journey, and I would love to share them with you in the days and weeks ahead. And so hopefully together we can make other journeys and celebrate nature and the beauty and the wonders that are ever there. But thank you very much for sharing the time. It's always good.